Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. Today video regarding Royle's law. So what is Royle's law? Royle's law is only applicable for volatile solution. First you have to know about in which solution Royle's law applicable. Second, what is volatile solution? So here you all know that what is a good example for volatile solution. If you take a container, a closed container, and you just keep heating that container, then vapor started in water, and that is called vapor pressure. Because when bubble started in water, and after if you remove the heat from container, then it will also a vapor pressure generate, and the vapor is changed into water then. Okay, so that thing is not as a PA naught. Okay, that thing is not as P naught A. Okay, partial vapor pressure of compound A. Like we name that solution A, so it is write down as partial pressure of compound A or container A. So you understand what is volatile solution. Now Royle's law. So for exam we have to write down in a good manner. Like first we have to write down its definition, then we write down what its definition tell us, then we describe it further. But here I am just describing you that you will be able to understand what is Royle's law. I am not telling you every teeny thing of that definition and other thing that you have to write in your exam. So you can make some notes in a good manner for your exam. So Royle's law is, what is Royle's law? Partial pressure of each component. Okay, so I will tell you how you will understand the definition of Royle's law and how will be able to write down in your exam. First, if you have mind, when you are confused from mind, so you just remember Royle's law, then you will make a diagram like that, and you will only remember that you take solvent 1 and 2 to solute in that container. For solute 1, you can write it solute A, solute B or solute C also. But here I write only 1, 2, 3. Partial pressure of each component in solution is directly proportional to its small fraction. So जो हमारा partial pressure होगा किसका, solvent का, और जो solute है हमारे उनका, वो डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होगा इसके मोल फ्रैक्शन से. सो लाइक इन टोटल दैट इज partial pressure which is directly proportional to mole fraction. Okay, so you can write this. Now for each component, so each component is for what? For solvent, for solute और for solute 3. So each component के लिए हम Royle's law को कैसे डिफाइन करेंगे? जो हमारे P1 है, solvent P1 के लिए है, वो डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू स्मॉल फ्रैक्शन है. तो हमने यहाँ पे P1 इज इक्वल टू P1 नॉट एंड मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ 1 राइट डाउन किया है. हमने जो हमारा डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल है उसको रिमूव करके हमने कांस्टेंट ले लिया है. ठीक है, हमने प्योर जो कंपोनेंट है कांस्टेंट का वो हमने यहाँ पे ले लिया है, वही हमने यहाँ पे राइट डाउन किया है. सो कंफ्यूज मत हो, क्योंकि जब हम 12th क्लास में होते हैं सो वी आर नॉट अवेयर अबाउट व्हाट वी आर टेकिंग. आई कैन ईजिली अंडरस्टैंड it is difficult for student to memorize the thing in exam, that sometimes that's why students just cram the thing. So don't cram, just understand. Next is P2. P2 is for solute. So same as P1 is directly proportional to mole fraction of solvent 1, same is P2 is for P2 naught, okay, and X2, where P naught is, again I will tell you, it is vapor pressure of pure component. Next one is P3. P3 is P3 and directly proportional to as mole fraction of third component. So as by Dalton's law, it is said that P total is equal to Px Xa plus Xb, okay. So by the Dalton's law, you can able to get P total. P total will be P1, P2, P3, okay. Now the next one is for binary solution. This one is for binary solution. Binary solution, for binary solution, Dalton's law apply, okay. So for binary solution, like you take two component PA and PB, same PA is directly proportional to a mole fraction of that component, and PB is directly proportional to the mole fraction of XB. So P total will be the same, PA, PB, but here you will see in your book also, and your teacher is also told you that how the equation change. So PA, here you will write what is PA here. PA here is that P naught A and XA. Then you will write the value of PB. PB is PB naught and XB. Then as you know that XA plus XB is equal to 1 can be write down. So rather than XA, it in the form of XA, you can write down like if this side of mole fraction B went to this side, then it will be 1 minus XB. So you can write down XA here 1 minus XB. So this is the equation for binary solution. I think you understand. Next, in graphically, how we'll describe it graphically. So if mole fraction XB is equal to 0 and mole fraction of XA is vary, that is 1, then obviously partial pressure of A component will be increase and B component will be 0. Same if mole fraction of B component is 1 and the mole fraction of A component is 0, so partial pressure of B component will be high and partial pressure of A component will be 0, like it decrease like that. So this is the graphical representation. And what is P total? P total will be PA and P plus B, okay. I think you understand it, okay. Then for non-volatile solute, so non-volatile solution जो solute होंगे we not go in vapor pressure, क्योंकि वो volatile ही नहीं है तो कोई भी उन पे vapor pressure भी include नहीं होगा. So we will take P naught B is equal to 0. Same P total क्या है हमारा, P naught A XA plus P naught B XB. P total is equal to P naught A X small fraction A plus PB की जो वैल्यू है वो 0 है, सो स्मॉल फ्रैक्शन B भी 0 हो जाएगा. देन डायरेक्टली व्हाट विल बी PT is equal to PA. That is for non-volatile solute, okay. So this is the video for Royle's law. I think you understand, and if you are not understand what I am saying in this video, so you can give a comment and tell me where you are not able to understand my video. As well as you can ask for any topic in comment section. I will provide it and make video as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching this video.